Welcome to the Charleston Chicks podcast, where life gets better, bolder, and a little bit bonkers. We're three fierce, fabulous, and 50-something women who've been there, done that, and got the battle scars and laugh lines to prove it. Think of us as your go-to girlfriends, dishing out real talk on friendship, love, career, and connection. Because let's be honest, life after 45 is where the magic really happens. From navigating reinvention to new careers, dating, marriage, and surviving hot flashes with style, we're here to laugh, share, and dive deep into all the messy, magical moments of midlife. So grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's dive into the conversations you actually want to have. Because at this stage, we're not holding back, and neither should you. Hi there, and welcome to the Charleston Chicks. I'm Nicole, and we're so glad you're here. This podcast was born out of something that became impossible to ignore. That is, women, especially in our 40s and 50s, we don't talk enough about the messy, complicated, beautiful journey of starting over. Whether it's in our careers, our relationships, or even just how we see ourselves, there's this pressure to have it all figured out. It's okay to not have it all figured out. It's okay to start over. It's okay to pivot. It's okay to build a life you love, even if that means letting go of the one you thought you were supposed to have. I know this because I've lived it. Completely starting over in my 40s, my career, my life, my sense of self. It wasn't easy, but it was necessary. I walked away from what wasn't serving me and built a life on my own terms. I'm a Charleston area realtor, founder of Low Country Luxury Properties, a single mom to 4 amazing young adults, and someone who decided to do the things my way. And it's been the most freeing, fulfilling decision I've ever made. I've got 2 perfect cats, a crazy husky, and a life that finally feels right. About 7 years ago, I started a Facebook group called the Mount Pleasant Charleston Area Ladies Happy Hour Group. That's how I met my co-host, Jen, and through the ripple effect of that community, how I connected with our other co-host, Melanie. After thoughtful conversation, shared experiences, and plenty of laughs, we realized just how many women feel alone navigating life's twists and turns. That's when we knew we had to create the Charleston Chicks, a space for women to connect, feel seen, and know they're not alone. And with that, I'll turn it over to Jen.
Hi, I'm Jen. I'd always wanted to be a rock star, and in my 20s, I actually went for it. Singing in New York City clubs, wearing leather pants, the whole thing. But it was my day job in PR that really took off. I worked with major recording artists like Aretha Franklin and Coldplay, and eventually launched my own PR firm, working with entrepreneurs across various industries. I've been married to my wonderful husband for 21 years and am a mom to 2 amazing young men. I've always believed in following my dreams and putting myself out there. I believe that for everyone, and sometimes we just need support, encouragement, and a system to get after it. Today, as a business and visibility coach, I combine mindset and strategy coaching to help female entrepreneurs and coaches overcome their fear of being visible and confidently share their message through media and podcast guesting. I believe one's story, one's message matters, and I love helping people tell it in a way that truly connects. I'm so excited to be having these real, empowering, and honest conversations, and to remind anyone listening that it's never too late to be seen, heard, and fully in your power. And now, let's hear from Melanie.
Hi, I'm Melanie. I'm a divorced mom of 2 mostly grown kids, navigating the next chapter of my life. A few years ago, I decided to leave my corporate HR job and started my own consulting business. I help entrepreneurs and small business owners get their people stuff right, hiring, leadership, and compliance, and things that really make or break a workplace and make a company successful. But while this season has really been about building my business, it's also been about building a life that really feels like me and to make it my most authentic yet. So that has included letting go of old roles and expectations and really stepping fully into what I'm meant to be. So I'm excited to share my journey. It's going to be messy, beautiful, hopefully, but it's really about becoming more real, more grounded, and are really more myself and the best version of myself. So here we go.
Love that.
So let's talk about how we met.
Let's.
So about 7 years ago, a little more than that, I started a group called the Mount Pleasant Charleston Area Ladies Happy Hour Group. I was new to the area and didn't know a lot of people, wanted to make some new friends. So I started this group to meet people and make friends. As soon as I had planned the first one, I dreaded it, didn't want to go, was scared, all the things, but I went. I showed up and I met some amazing women. In fact, some who are my closest friends now. So out of that group, I met Jen and Melanie through someone else who was in the group. But the story with Jen, I think, was pretty amazing. The story with both of y'all is amazing. Sorry. But I remember I had been in this group for about 6 months, showing up at things, and every single time I planned something, I didn't want to go. Every time I dreaded it because it's so hard to put yourself out there. It's so hard to get out there. But since I planned the event, I had to go to the event. And every time I went, I was so glad I did. I had the best time, and I always met wonderful people. Well, one time I was in a room full of people, feeling very overwhelmed. I can't remember if it was a Christmas event or if it was just a happy hour event, but I was just surrounded by people. Everybody was talking all at once. And I looked up and I saw this woman walk into the room. And I thought, wow, she's so peaceful looking and so beautiful. I really want to know this woman. And that was you. And you walked in, and I just knew I wanted to be your friend. I knew the moment I saw you that I wanted you to be in my life, that you would be an amazing, awesome addition in my life. And here we are all these years later.
Oh my gosh, that means the world to me. Thank you. It's wild because I had just started my coaching business, sort of the next iteration of my career, and I wanted to get out there and meet people and share what I did, and also meet some new friends. I was still pretty new to the area, and I happened to search on Facebook, and I found your Facebook group, and I showed up, and every time I came, Lisa was always surrounded by loads and loads of people, like a star. You could not get close to her. And I didn't even know that you recognized me. I didn't even know that you knew who I was or knew that I was there. You know, every time we showed up, what was cool about it is that there were always different people. Sometimes there were some of the same people, but you always had the opportunity to meet new people. So you had different conversations and just sort of like different flavors of the night, so to speak. And yeah, and then one day you came up to me at the end of the dinner and you said, you know, I want to talk to you. I have an idea. And I was like, me? I didn't even know, like I said, that you recognized me and that you noticed me. And I was really, honored that you reached out to me. And then we started talking about this, and here we are.
Here we are.
Here we are. And how about you, Melanie? How did you guys meet?
Well, it was definitely a ripple effect from the Facebook group that Lisa had started that I only joined after I met Lisa. But how I met Lisa, I moved here in early 2022, didn't know anybody, and was working from home. And I joined a different Facebook group, but never went to anything because that felt weird. And and I finally realized that if I was going to meet anybody and have friends in this new place that I decided to move to, that I needed to do something different. So I went to one of those events. At that event, I met our mutual friend, Corinne, who I connected with. There was a handful of people. It wasn't a big event. And then soon found out she was going to be moving away. So I was like, great. The
one person you
the
meet
one
now
person I meet that actually like, oh, we could be friends is now leaving the state. Perfect. And so she invited me to a birthday dinner she was having because she was leaving at the end of the month, and with her closest girlfriends that she'd made when she was living here. And Lisa was at that birthday dinner. And we talked about this the other day. I remember we were at a rooftop bar downtown and having pre-dinner drinks. And I remember when Lisa walked in, I remembered what you had on. And then we went to dinner, and it just, the night, we never left each other's side. And I love to say, and we talked every day since. It was an instant connection. And there were, I think it was 6 or 7 women at that dinner.
I felt like a lot of people. I don't remember.
I can't remember. It was like at least 6. And I didn't know anyone other than the one friend I just met. And then Lisa and I really hit it off. But it ruffled some feathers. We got in a little bit of trouble.
That's one way of putting it. Yeah.
Because we had such an instant connection and were in each other's ears all night. And, it worked out well. I'm going to say I'm okay with that.
I agree. I think that was one of the best ruffling of feathers we could have possibly done.
Yes. We've been together ever since.
We most certainly have.
And that was 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm. And then the two of you were introduced.
Right, through you.
By you.
Yeah.
And look, here we are, the Charleston Chicks.
I love it.
Yeah.
And what's amazing is that this all came together, and our friendships have come together because we got off our couch.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? We got off
Literally.
our couch. I know. It's so easy to just sink in and be comfortable. And just in general, just be comfortable with things. But when you want to grow, to get to that next level and to meet people and to expand your life, your world, your business, your relationships, you've got to push yourself out of your comfort zone. And it's a challenging thing to do. You think that, it's just for when we're in high school or grade school, but it's an ongoing thing in our lives. It's an ongoing pursuit just to constantly get out of the comfort zone and expand your world and meet people. And it's very, very exciting.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, I literally I remember going and accepting that Facebook group to go to that event, sitting on my couch, thinking exactly what you just said. Like, I've got to get off my damn couch if I'm ever going to meet anyone. But I never, ever thought about creating a Facebook group, which is what you did. Like, that didn't cross my mind. Like, dang, that's impressive.
Well, thank you. But you know what? Even for me, who created the group and wanted to do this to make friends, every single time, I had a hard time getting up and going. And as you know, I still sometimes do. But it's every time I go, I'm so happy I went. I'm so happy I showed up. And then I got to meet some great people. And I've made the best friends from that group, through that group. And I'm so lucky because of it. But I've never really wanted to go. I just wanted to meet people. And I would have been really happy sitting on my couch in my pajamas if there was a way to make friends and do that. But getting out, we've had so much fun. We've had the best times. We've made the greatest memories. So it's hard to do, but it's really important in order to make new friends and to get yourselves out there.
So interesting. It reminds me of living in New York City in my 20s, and it was always the nights when it was raining or snowing, like the worst weather, and somebody was having like the best party or the best event or something, and you just, didn't really want to go because of the weather, mm-hmm. and then you push yourself to go and you end up having the most incredible time. And that's it. We have to just push ourselves. I think it's really important is to minimize the amount of time between thinking and doing. Right? That is something I've learned as the years have gone on. The more I think, no good. Just, you know, just you think you want to do it, just do it because you'll talk yourself out of it.
I'm really good at that.
Yeah.
I'm really good at it. Yeah.
So when you created the Facebook group, did you have anyone in mind who you knew would definitely come? Like, did you know, like,
no.
Or did you just?
I didn't know anybody. I knew a couple of neighbors. That was it. So I didn't know anybody. And the group grew pretty quickly. I don't remember how many people right away, but I mean, a few hundred people pretty quickly. And I think to that first event, maybe 15 women showed up.
Yep.
And it was great. And one of our mutual friends, Jen Iverson, I met her at our first event, and we've been friends forever. I could not have made it through many of the things I made it through without her by my side. She's been an amazing friend. And it's all because I got up and went to that group. You know, there were a lot of different people, and there were some other people I tried spending time with and realized they weren't great for my life. Mm-hmm. But it was still fun getting to know people. And it's just, the group is a great group. There's so many amazing women in that group. And I've made my closest friends in Charleston because of that group. And moving here from across the country, not knowing anyone, it's been amazing. And that group has truly been amazing for me.
It's interesting, too. It shows how much people want connection.
Absolutely.
And value connection. And I think it's another thing that I think of often. It's like, if I'm feeling it, other people are feeling it too. So if you're feeling like you want to make friends and have that connection, and then just by virtue of the fact that you had so many people show up and so many people in the group, everyone's feeling it too. It's a beautiful thing.
Well, that group has grown to over 3,500 people now.
Wow.
But and I have not been to one of the events in a while because now I'm always working and when events are planned. But there's a good group of women who solidly show up at events. A lot of new friends are made. And it's just a wonderful way of getting to know people. And it's so hard when you're moving or when you're going to a new place and in our age group and all the things, just to get up and get out there. But if you do, it's going to be worth it.
I just remembered when I was stuck downtown a few weeks ago because there was an accident on the bridge and it was going to take me an hour. Then I ducked and I hadn't had dinner. So instead of sitting in traffic for an hour, I stopped at Felix and sat at the bar and had a drink and dinner. That there was a woman next to me doing the exact same thing who had just moved here. And I immediately put her in the group.
That's awesome.
And was like the happy hours that go on now and the women in that group. And because she, like we were back when we all got here, was looking for friends, looking for friendship. And to your point, Jen, putting yourself out there, it is, for me, it was an act of vulnerability, which I don't love. I'm just being honest. I don't love it, but I had to do it. And it's been awesome. But yeah, I almost forgot about that. That was just like 3 weeks ago.
I love that.
So it's still working. It's still doing its magic, your Facebook group.
Love it. Love it. Well, what is one takeaway or one piece of advice, Jen, that you would give to women who have just moved to the area, want to make friends, or are transitioning into a different stage of life and want to make new friends?
Get off your couch, get out of your house, right? Like I did, and recognize that it might feel scary, but do it anyway, because you'll really be rewarded in ways that you might not be able to see right now. But if you just put one foot in front of the other and just decide to join an event, join a dinner, pursue something like that, you're going to meet people. And even though you're scared, you're going to, like I said, you'll be rewarded.
Love that. No.
I would say definitely try to open your energy up as much as you can and step out of your comfort zone. But with that openness, because that's the energy that other people feel, and you attract and you're not repelling. So it's like being mindful of that and then doing the hard thing. And good things come from hard things, to be honest. Doing the hard thing is going to bring you the reward 100%.
Well, my piece of advice is just get up off your couch and go. I haven't wanted to do it, and yet I did it. And I have these amazing friends, these two women sitting next to me right now, because I got up and went when I didn't feel like going. So get yourselves out there and go. And I promise you'll be so glad you did. Thank you for joining us for our premiere episode of the Charleston Chicks. Be sure to follow us on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join us next week as we dive deeper into friendships, boundaries, and navigating relationships. Thank you, and see you next time.